So I recently watched this movie on Tubi called Six Wheels to Hell. It is about a crazed trucker who has basically a torture device in the back of his truck. He has been kidnapping people and stashing them behind in his truck and torturing them for days on end while kidnapping other people. Now, this movie is about a group of kids in their late teens, 18 or 19 years old. They are moving to Vegas and they encounter the truck driver while they're eating at a diner. And, kids, they say, oh, he's creepy. Maybe he has some people stashed behind in his car. And they're just joking. They get separated from one of their female friends who goes to use the restroom before shoving off to Vegas. And she gets kidnapped by the crazed truck driver. So basically, we have these kids trying to catch up to the truck driver, trying to stop the truck, get into the truck, help their friend. Meanwhile, the truck driver already has a few people stashed in the back of the truck being tortured and are tied up. Um, there's also a subplot of some detectives on the case. The truck driver has been doing this for quite a while, and they're trying to catch him and stop his reign of terror. So it's not the most complex plot line. The truck driver drives around kidnapping people, putting them in the back of his truck, torturing them, tying them up. You do get some gore. There's skeletons of the prior victims or dead body parts hanging from the ceiling of the back of the truck. So it's very, very gross. The victims are tortured and abused, and you do get some gore. I thought the acting was pretty much on par for this type of indie horror movie. It's a lower budget, but I liked that they used the location of, the desert near Las Vegas. Kind of gives it that creepy Twilight Zone type feeling. Really beautiful scenery, creepy. The detectives in this are kind of quirky. Like, it's a female detective, and she's no nonsense by the book. And her partner in this is not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's always eating. He's always asking about food or grabbing food. So that's like his little quirk. He's like the heavyset kind of dipstick detective. And as for the actor who played the hick driver, I thought he did a good job with the role. It looked like he was having a blast. And he's actually a Hispanic actor. I thought he did a really good Southern hick accent. I had to look it up when I was on IMDb because I thought, okay, he is really Southern and he's doing a decent job with the accent. But then I found out more about him. He's mostly involved. I think he was involved in a lot of stunts, and he's done some acting here and there. This movie was about 90 minutes long, I'd say. You do get a nice build-up with the kids before they leave the diner and, they start getting kidnapped and tortured by the truck driver. And you do have the detectives hot on the trail of the truck driver, trying to stop the truck and to see if there's any people alive on the truck. You do get a little bit of a twist with the victims trying to persuade their captor, to give them food and whatnot, or to loosen up their ties so they're not suspended from the ceiling, or just trying to use their bodies, as a reward to buy themselves more time. So I think I read on the Facebook page for this movie, they want to do a sequel, and, the movie definitely keeps it open for that, especially in the last act. I wouldn't mind if they did a sequel to this. It's a pretty typical low budget kind of serial thriller. You get a lot of gore and, teeth are taken out of the victims, or they get their fingers cut off and whatnot, or they get stabbed in the leg. So it's very gruesome at times. I thought the victims did a good job of acting scared and terrified. Um, you know, it's not always the case in these movies. You have to keep that level of fear elevated while you're shooting these scenes. And, it's not easy for everyone to act scared, while filming a movie. But I thought they did a pretty good job of making it convincing. Like I said, I like the actor who did like a kind of country bumpkin hick accent, and he was just having a ball with the role. So I wouldn't mind a sequel to this. Give this one a watch. Six Wheels to Hell, or Six Wheels from Hell. Give it a watch if you like, lower budget horror movies, or, trucker serial killer movies. Let me know what you guys thought of this. And that's it. I'm going to wrap this up. I didn't realize I've been talking this long, but I tend to ramble. So if you enjoy this, let me know, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.